Hello there guys, welcome to the channel, Talking with JSpray. On today's video, I'm giving you my top 10 favourite, not best, favourite actresses right now. Obviously, if you ask me this tomorrow, it could be a total different list, but that is the fun of it. We're going to have differences, but don't forget to let me know your top 10 actresses in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check out my top 10 actors list, and also my top 10 directors, as well as film trilogies, and so much more on the channel. There's so much which I don't want you guys to miss, and stay tuned for. So without further ado guys, let's jump straight into it. Coming in at number 10 guys, it is Amy Adams. Now Amy Adams is such a great actress, really starting to make a name for herself as of late as well. If we look at the stuff that she's been in, of course, you can look at Justice League, you can look at Arrival, which is another great movie, which she's really known for. It's a great sci-fi movie, that one. Batman vs Superman, obviously a well-known movie. Man of Steel, obviously she was in that as well, another Superman movie. Really enjoy her as Lois Lane, of course, in their movies. But knowing that she's been in stuff like The Fighter, The Muppets, which a lot of people will know her for, Night at the Museum, obviously she's been in some of them, which she's really good at. And then another one which I know her from because my sisters used to watch it and my partner, Enchanted. She's really big and well known for that. But the reason I put Amy Adams into my top 10 is because I feel like she's one of these actresses really starting to make a name for herself, really starting to come into that picture for the Oscars. She's been nominated for 6 already. She's won awards and obviously been nominated for so many. But really, I feel like there's an Oscar or something really big coming soon for her. She's really one of them upcoming talents, which I think a lot of people should keep an eye out for. Coming in at number 9 is a well-known actress which a lot of people really do enjoy seeing. It is Emma Stone, of course. Emma Stone is really great. She started off where I see her in, obviously, Superbad. Superbad was one of the movies which were really rare at that sort of time when they started coming out. I really did enjoy her in that. Then she went into, obviously, the likes of Zombieland, which I really do enjoy. And obviously she's going to be in a new one as well, which is something to look forward to. Amazing Spider-Man, which is where I mainly know her from because obviously I'm a massive fan of Marvel and DC and stuff, so I had to watch the Amazing Spider-Mans. She was a great Gwen Stacy in that series. Another 2 performances which she's been in, which have really got her a lot of success in the movies The Favourite, which has been really highly spoken about. I'm still yet to see it. And the other movie being La La Land, where she won her Oscar for Best Actress, which was well deserved, of course. So yeah, she's a very well-known actress. She's been around the scene for a long time. She's still at a good age, and really she pops up in all these different types of movies and doesn't always get a lot of credit, which is quite annoying really, because I feel like she's such a great actress and many people are talking about all the bigger actresses and she really gets sort of left out. That's how I sort of feel. It feels like you've got a twins and you get the one that's the favourite and the one that's not. It sort of feels like that sort of situation. Coming into that number 8 spot is a experienced actress, definitely. Her name is Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore has won an Oscar just like Emma Stone for a movie called Still Alice. I haven't actually seen it, but I've heard a lot of great things about this movie, and she's just been in so much more stuff than most of these actresses on this list. She's been in 95 movies, and that's obviously including stuff that's coming out as well. So she's a continuous actress, which is really good and obviously gives her an advantage compared to some of these in this list. I really got to know her in her role for The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, and also the role in Non-Stop with Liam Neeson and Carrie. I really enjoyed them 3 movies with her in it, and she's been in a ton of other great movies. You could go through tons that she's been in. 2 of her best movies in my opinion are The Hand That Rocked the Cradle, which is an incredible story, which is really great. I remember watching it in my teenage years, and I got shown this movie and I felt very disturbed watching it. It was a very good movie though. But her first movie which I actually see her in was The Fugitive with Harrison Ford, but you can go back to there. That was made in the early 90s, of course. So she's been around for so long, and she's continuously in movies and being nominated for top awards. In fact, I've got the actual facts here on the screen. She's been nominated for 155 awards and winning 113 of them awards, including 1 Oscar. So she's an incredible actress that's achieved so much and will continue to do that throughout her career. Coming into that number 7 spot is Jessica Chastain. Now, she hasn't won an Oscar like the previous 2 which mentioned, but she's a really great actress, which I really do prefer to these other 2. I've seen her in a lot more, and the performances she gives are really Oscar worthy, and I really think she's unlucky. I first see her in the movie, obviously, Lawless, with obviously a great cast behind that. Shia LaBeouf, Tom Hardy, Jason Clarke. There's just so many great names in that movie. Then going on to the films like Interstellar, Mama, She was also in The Martian as well, Crimson Peak. She's been in a load of movies I'm trying to think of. Obviously in the new Dark Phoenix as well as It Chapter 2. I feel like most of her performances are top class, even in movies that don't do so well. She's just one of them actresses I really just adore and really would like to see her. When her name pops up, I'm going to go and definitely watch that, because Jessica Chastain is a top actress. The thing is with Jessica Chastain, I'm sure an Oscar is coming for her because she's just so great. She keeps giving out these top performances. Coming into that number 6 spot, obviously an experienced actress in Scarlett Johansson. Obviously known for her main role in Black Widow. Obviously a movie coming out later on, coming out in 2020. And obviously known for other roles as well, which she's done great in, of course. But mainly for the MCU. But she really started her career, and the first movie I ever saw her in was Lost in Translation with Bill Murray. That was her best performance to start her career. Really started getting her name out there. She landed the Iron Man 2 role in there. I really felt that that put a foot stomp in her career and really just elevated her up. Then she started being in movies like We Bought a Zoo, giving out top class performances. Hitchcock as well, which was another good movie, of course. Then obviously going into The Winter Soldier, coming out obviously of that, going into movies like Lucy, which didn't do so well at the box office, but really was quite a fun movie to watch. The Jungle Book, obviously playing as the Snake, I really enjoyed her in that. She was in Sing, a funny, obviously, animation kids movie. Ghost in the Shell, which is obviously a Japanese anime movie, which a lot of people did actually generally enjoy. But then really started to get her big hits in, obviously, Infinity War and Endgame. And there's so much more to come from her. But the surprising thing about Scarlett Johansson is she's one of the most well-known actresses out there now, and probably one of the highest earners as well as an actress, but she has not won an Oscar. She's literally been nominated for 140 awards in total, only winning 42, and being nominated for 4 Golden Globes is the best thing she's got nominated for. So it's absolutely like criminal that she has not won an Oscar yet, because she's one of them great actresses that does deserve it. Coming in at number 5 is Anne Hathaway, another Oscar winner, only winning 1, but for her performance as lead actress in Les Miserables, obviously singing in that movie as well, doing a great job. A lot of people know her for a role obviously in The Princess Diaries and stuff like that, which she was really well known for to start her career in early 2000s. I felt she'd done a great job introducing herself in that. Then she started going into other Disney sort of princess type stuff, obviously in Ella Uncharted and stuff like that. She really got a reputation for being that princess type girl. To Alice in Wonderland, I really enjoyed her in that as well. But really what solidified her performance role as a top actress was the film One Day. Really a great romantic movie and really an emotional one as well. Then she started getting other top performances. Obviously in Dark Knight Rises she played as Selena, obviously Catwoman. Then obviously her Oscar winning performance in Les Miserables, and she's still going today. She's been in obviously Interstellar, another top movie as well, The Hustle, Ocean's 8. There's just so much and so much more to come for her in the future, of course. She's one of these actresses that just don't seem to give up. That's what I like, and she keeps coming out and giving these top performances. In fact, she's been nominated for less awards than Scarlett Johansson, of course, being nominated for 106 awards and winning 65, including that one Oscar, which is really getting her up there in that top 5. Coming in at number 4 is an actress who hasn't done many movies but is an Oscar winner. Her name is Lupita Nyongo. Lupita Nyongo is really great. She's only done 24 movies, and really it's just incredible how she's won an Oscar. She's been nominated for 65 awards, winning 49 of them, including that Oscar. Just goes to show her success on the screen. She's such a great actress, and that Oscar was for 12 Years a Slave. Obviously a top movie, but going through her career, if I look through her career, she started off really with that 12 Years a Slave performance, winning an Oscar straight away to really kickstart the career. Going into movies like Non-Stop with Liam Neeson, of course. Then going through, obviously she started joining the Star Wars franchise and the Jungle Book, and then it landed her role in Black Panther, which really I think solidified herself as one of these top actresses. And then now she's in movies like Us, which is a top contender, great Jordan Peele movie, of course, and continues to do new stuff and really offer some great performances. Even though she hasn't got a long big resume like compared to some of these other actresses in this list, she's still a top actress, just continuing to show her success when it comes to awards and performances on the screen. At number 3 we have Charlize Theron. Theron. Now, she's a bit more successful than Scarlett Johansson. She's been nominated for 110 awards, I think is less than Scarlett Johansson, and won 60 of them, including an Oscar. Yet again, another one who's won an Oscar for a performance in a movie which I haven't seen called North Country, which I've heard many, many great things about. I'm definitely going to have to check out. As of late, Charlize Theron has been known for her performances in The Long Shot, which is another movie which came out recently, Tully, which was nominated for quite a lot of awards, and she was also in Fast and Furious 8, which obviously she was the villain named Cypher in that, and she really done a great job. That was where it was really solidified her performance for me, and then I actually realised I'd watched her in, obviously, Mad Max Fury Road, and I didn't actually believe it was her, because obviously she was clean shaven in that, and it was just a complete shock to me, and I was like, oh my god, I know that woman, and she's so great. Then I went on to try and check her stuff out, which as of late she's become one of my favourite actresses, of course. Atomic Blonde, which was another great performance for her, and I just absolutely loved her in that, of course, as well. I think Charlize Theron is one of them actresses that's really just made a sudden impact. She's been around for quite a while, but she really has just suddenly came out of nowhere. From that movie Mad Max, I think it really elevated her, because of how well that movie done. Really elevated her into a whole new success, a whole new level, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what she has to come up. Some of them movies, actually, funny enough, coming up for her is the Addams Family, the new, obviously, movie coming out, which has been completed, set to come out later on this year. Another one is being called The Bombshell, The Old Guard, and other two movies, which I'm not too sure what she is in now, what the film's about. Obviously, Fast and Furious 9 coming out in 2020. Obviously, coming back as Cypher, which is in filming at the moment. But also been announced Atomic Blonde 2, which I'm super excited for, because number 1 was great as well. And number 2 is another actress which has just came out of nowhere, really. Her name is Emily Blunt, of course. Now, she may not be an Oscar winner, but she's won a Golden Globe and been nominated for a lot less than most of these people. Obviously, the only one being less than her is Lupita Nyongo. She's been nominated for 93 awards, winning 21. Not much success when it comes to awards, but as an actress, I think she's phenomenal. I really do like her. First movie I see Emily Blunt in was 5 Year Engagement, I think it was. If not, it was Looper. Both of them movies were quite early movies which came on earlier in her career. Thought she'd done quite good in it, but then she started coming up in other movies like Edge of Tomorrow. I've heard that she's really great in Sicario, Into the Woods, another sort of Disney princess type movie which she done good in that. Huntsman, again, the second one, she came into that. Obviously came into the movie, obviously, A Quiet Place, and that's where I think put a foot stomp down as being one of these great actresses, which really is upcoming to do really well. Of late, her best role has been Mary Poppins Returns, which a lot of people doubt because Mary Poppins is such a great movie for kids and stuff, and obviously the first one was so great, but she really come in and done a great job of that. But movies coming out for her, there really isn't a lot. There's a couple movies which I've never heard of, but the main one is A Quiet Place 2, which is in filming right now and coming out in 2020, which is definitely something to look forward to, because A Quiet Place 1 is one of them great movies. One thing with Emily Blunt is all the fan dream casting when it comes to the MCU. A lot of people definitely want her and John Krasinski, obviously from A Quiet Place, to play as obviously Mr. Fantastic and obviously Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman. So there's so much speculation going out about her. I'm sure one of these big companies like the MCU are going to come and snatch her up and definitely put her in and try and get her that Oscar award. When it comes to being the best and my favourite actress, in my opinion, you have to have everything combined which you've seen in this. Been nominated for a load of awards with good success rate, winning Oscars of course and Golden Globes and doing really well, but also having that experience of being well known and really getting yourself out there for certain films. And I think definitely at number 1, Meryl Streep is a top actress. I really do enjoy her in a lot of movies. In fact, she's won 3 Oscar awards, doing really well for herself. The movies which she won Oscars for in their movies are Kramer vs. Kramer, Sophie's Choice, as well as The Iron Lady. 3 movies which I haven't seen, I'll be completely honest with you, but I've seen her in a lot of other movies. But if you look at her nominations and wins, 357 awards been nominated to her. Just being nominated for an award is absolutely great. And then 173 wins. That is absolutely great. I really do think she's definitely great, and the thing is, she's only been in 88 movies. That is incredible. So if you see all them nominations, you'd think, okay, she's been in so much. but really she hasn't compared to how much she's been nominated for. Meryl Streep started out in probably the mid-70s, really, and I've not seen any of her early movies, and that's where she sort of seemed to be getting her awards really back then. She has won some as of late, of course, but really her first performance for me, which I really see that she done so great in, of course, is Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia is a great, obviously, musical movie, obviously, rendition of ABBA, of course, and redoing all them songs with a great cast and making a fun movie. Obviously, she was in that one and a little bit in the second movie, of course, but really, and then she started landing roles as voice acting, really, in, like, Fantastic Mr. Fox. I really enjoyed that. Obviously, The Iron Lady came out, which she got an award for in 2011, an Oscar. Then we go into the Woods, which I remember her showing up in and doing a great job in that as well. And then we go into, obviously, Mary Poppins Returns again. She was in that movie with Emily Blunt, which was also mentioned in my list, of course. And that is really, that's where all I've seen her, really. I haven't seen her in a lot of movies, but I know she's that top actress that shows up in movies which you just like, oh, okay, that's Meryl Streep. She's one of them top well-known actresses, and I'm definitely going to have to look more into her. But what I have seen of her, she's definitely got the experience behind her to show top-class performances. She's one of them reliable actresses for sure. So guys, that is my top 10 favourite actresses right now, of course. That list may change, of course, but don't forget to let me know yours in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think of your favourite actresses. Not best, but favourite. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please do smash the thumbs up. It helps the video out, helps the channel out, and it also helps me out. I'm super grateful for all your support, of course. Guys, if you're looking for more movies and TV series content, subscribe and hit that bell for much more. We review movies and TV series, as well as react to trailers for them, as well as ranking videos from the worst to the best like this one. We've got so much more to come when it comes to actors, which I've already done on the channel. You go ahead and check that out, of course. Also, trilogies of directors as well. There's so much more on the channel and so much more to come, which I don't want you guys to miss, of course. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been me, you've been you, and I'll see you next time, guys, on Talking with Jay Springett.